Hello, this is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh, and it's time for our 2018 Super Bowl 52 pick with Jeremy Nojoy from Unnatural Valley, Minnesota. But first, a shout out to my new subscribers, and I thank them all. Sarah Garavega 77, my mouth doesn't always work like I would like it to. Robbie King, Alice J, and Jamie, and I'm probably going to get this one wrong. Cicia. Thank you all for subscribing and click the bell button to get notified of the latest videos. I have I have fuzzy videos. I'd like to have tiny one videos. Fuzzy with the giant chewy box. And tell your friends and subscribe. And I'm glad some of you really like my videos. I've gotten nice comments from people, and I really appreciate it. All right, here he is. Direct from steak eating, pepper eating, and kale eating, and spinach eating, which I can't stand. And, French fry, I hate him because he's eating better than I am. From Unnatural Valley, Minnesota, Jeremy Nojoy. How you doing, Jeremy?
Top of the evening to you, George. It's good to hear from you. Hey, let me say this real quick here. So, your new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to George. And, do everything you can to support his content. This man works hard to produce premium content for your viewing pleasure. And all he wants is a little love in return. So, just send some likes and some subscribes his way, and we'll all be good after that. George, you were talking about my dinner earlier. You got it right on the head. I made some steak and some green beans with peppers. Made some French fries, spinach kale salad with grilled pineapple. That grilled pineapple, excellent. I'll tell you.
Yeah, grilled pineapple is great, but the kale and the spinach, I don't like the taste of spinach, and kale is too bitter for me, so you can throw those out, but you can keep the grilled pineapple. Although I don't know if I've ever tried it on steak, but it probably goes good with the peppers. See, I'd put it with the peppers. Anyway, I understand you have now enslaved your dog, and he is now scrubbing the grill as we speak with his paws. So,
well, shit, George.
Don't swear! Don't swear in my videos.
Well, shoot, George. I wish I could find a dog like that.
Well, I thought your dog was smart enough to do that.
Well, she's not really the cleaning type, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you just throw a piece of steak on the grill, and she starts cleaning like mad. I'm sure that'll get her to do it.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please don't ever swear in my videos. I did it once, and I get flagged by YouTube. So you don't need no bad language, please. I did it once for effect on the last video. Yeah, don't swear. Because YouTube has a cow if you swear. It's not suitable for my advertisers, and I'm having enough trouble trying to get subscribers. All right, now I talked to someone on Chewy, and by the way, people, I would still appreciate if you would send coupons for cat litter and Friskies, Fancy Feast. If you would, I'll put the address at the end of this video in the description on the video, not at the end of this video. Chewy has said now if I mail in the coupons, they will give me credit toward whatever I buy on Chewy. So any cat product, flea things, flea powder, cat litter, Friskies or Fancy Feast. When I get more money, I'll go into the premium brands because there's byproducts in Friskies, but the outdoor cats eat it. That's all I can afford. So I would appreciate any coupons you could mail me. And then Chewy said I talked to them tonight, and they will give me credit toward my order, which is great. I'll save a little money. Now, the flea stuff I got gave me $5 off. So, all right, I've talked enough here. Let's decide the Super Bowl tonight. Now, the Lucky Ferals, the cats I watched, they picked the Philadelphia Eagles overwhelmingly over the Patriots. And Art Bell Fan 1 said the dogs at his local shelter in Texas picked the Philadelphia Eagles. So the animal contingent is clear. They want the Eagles. Jeremy, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? You're right, George. The animal sector seems to be leaning toward the Eagles. Now, let's just break down this game here real quick. We got the New England Patriots Maybe started a little slow in the season, had a few bumps and bruises, but finished strong as they always do, as they lost some players to injury and started to get them all back. Now they're all gelling as a fine unit, and they took on the Jacksonville Jaguars in the championship game and defeated them. And you know what? That was a really good defense, probably the best defense they will see in this season. And it was a real test for them, but they managed to eke out a victory. Flipping the tables, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, this team was on a roll with Carson Wentz playing like lights out. And then he goes down and gets hurt. And then in comes Nick Foles. He's inconsistent for, a few games, but still manages to win. And then he faces my precious Vikings, and my God, that Eagles team just dismantled us. It wasn't even fair. Like, they just completely whooped our butts, and we didn't stand a chance. And, yeah, man, I feel safe saying that the Eagles were the better team in that game. However, I cannot forgive some of the Eagles fans and their rhetoric and demeanor toward us in absolute blowout. Show a little class, Philly. Come on. But either way, the Eagles are the better team when it comes to facing the Vikings. However, they're not facing the Vikings in the Super Bowl. They are facing the New England Patriots, who seem to be there every single year. Let's just break down the offense and defensive squads here. So, defense. I would say the Eagles have the advantage in the defensive category. Their front four is more like a front seven because they're so deep. Like, they've got depth. They've got talent at a maximum at the defensive line level. And what that means is very simple, George. All they can do is just keep subbing in fresh bodies that are, above average in caliber, that can make some excellent plays and really put the pressure on the opposing quarterback. And that quarterback is, of course, going to be Tom Brady. A few guys to watch Fletcher Cox. And I've always been fascinated with Malcolm Jenkins. Now, he's a little chippy, he's a little talky, but that guy is an excellent safety, and he is all over the place, and he basically dismantled my beloved Vikings. On the offensive side of the ball, I'm obviously going to give the edge to the New England Patriots here. Tom Brady, Hall of Fame quarterback, just won his, third league MVP, I believe. That was announced today, by the way. And Rob Gronkowski, the greatest tight end in the history of sports. And then they got a bunch of shifty wide receivers like Amendola. They got the fast guy, Brandon Cooks. And then they have like a three-headed backfield attack, which is pretty unique because most teams seem to rely on one running back, if not two. Well, New England has like three or four, and they throw a lot of passes to a lot of screens. They try to play a fast game. However, the Eagles match up well to this because they have a fast team. Their defensive line, like I said before, gets a lot of penetration on that offensive line. And it takes away a lot of the things that the Patriots like to do. So this, on paper, it looks like, Tom Brady's just going to roll to, 7 Super Bowl or 6 Super Bowl, whatever it may be. But once you really get down into the numbers, it's not such a slanted affair. I honestly think, George, that the Eagles stand a real chance to become the victors in this Super Bowl matchup. They're a more hard-nosed team than the Patriots saw last year with the Falcons. They're better on defense. They're faster. They're bigger. They're more physical. And it's really going to be the Eagles' defensive line getting consistent pressure and just consistent rushing on Tom Brady and sort of breaking up the things that he likes to do routinely. They've had a lot of time to watch tape, and I'm pretty sure they have a good game plan to sort of disrupt the things that Brady does that makes him so successful at his, 40 years of age. But ultimately, George, and since we're picking a definite winner here, I'm going to have to select the New England Patriots to win. Now, the Eagles are a cute story. They're good. I mean, they're a really good team. Don't get me wrong, but I think experience wins here. I think Belichick and Brady. I think the New England offense. I think even when you're up by 3 touchdowns and a field goal, you don't quite feel secure, and that's because the New England Patriots have an excellent. They're excellent when it comes to coaching and executing, and those are the kind of fundamentals that can really win you, multiple championships, which the New England Patriots have shown. And I think the Eagles can get a little sloppy, get a little chippy, get a little emotional at times, and that will play to New England's favor. It's going to be a close one, but I think the New England Patriots win their 7th Super Bowl. I believe it's 7th in this era, this Tom Brady era. What are your thoughts? Who do you think's going to win?
I can't believe you did all that with no breathing. You just one nonstop thing. Well, I think it's time for the Philly cheesesteak defense to come out. They should smear cheese on the ball every time they kick it to New England so that New England drops the ball and maybe smear some cheese in the field. And maybe the Philadelphia fans could throw cheesesteaks onto the field. It would get them a penalty, but if they inundated the field with cheese, then it would be a whole different ballgame. I have to go for the first time in my life with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're another working man's team. And you got to understand something. You go to Philadelphia, I don't care who you are. I'm not talking about the Vikings. I'm sick of hearing about the Vikings. The Vikings are done for the year. Anybody goes to Philadelphia, they treat you mean. Because Philadelphians are mean. They're not nice to other fans. So they're not nice to other teams. They don't like anybody. So, and sometimes they don't like the Eagles. They don't like the Phillies. They don't like the 76ers. I don't know who their hockey team is. I don't follow hockey. But you come in as a visitor, they hate you. And so that you got to accept. You go to Philly, you're going to take booze. You're going to take bad conduct because they're working. They used to be a working man's town, too, and they just don't like outsiders. That's why they were ornery. That's why they didn't throw the British out in 1776 when the British took over, because they all left town, or a lot of them left town, leaving the Continental Congress to sit there, and they had to leave town, too. So they don't like you. They're going to express their opinion. So I got to pick the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm going to guess the score of this game. I will say 24-23 Eagles. They will do a Hail Mary cheesesteak pass in the last 5 seconds of the game to win the game and keep it from going in overtime. What do you think the score is going to be?
Excellent speculation there, George. And, I totally understand. I've heard that Philly fans are, especially lethal toward the opposing team's fan base. And that's a great benefit to have on your side. And it certainly showed when the Vikings went to Philadelphia. Wow. It was just completely unprecedented. However, they're playing in Minnesota. I think there's going to be some Vikings fans there booing the Eagles. There's going to be a lot of Patriots fans there, of course. And then there's going to be some Eagles fans there. So we'll see if the Eagles fans can get it done. We got a great stadium up there. Trust me, I live 20 minutes away from it. Well, we'll see if the Eagles fans can truly give their team that, home field advantage feel. Regarding the score, I sort of echo your sentiments where it's in the 20 range. I'm going to have to say New England 24, Eagles 17. I think that's what I'm kind of feeling right now. Now, don't sell the New England defense short. Philadelphia came out with an excellent plan against the Vikings defense, which was number one overall defense. They waxed us, man. It was what I saw was a bunch of quick slants, run pass option. So the quarterback hikes it and decides whether or not he's going to hand the ball off.
Okay, I got to interrupt. We're running out of time here. I don't think.
Well, of course.
So we got 20 seconds. I don't think that the fans are going to turn on the Eagles. I think they're just as sick of the Patriots as I am, and I don't want the Patriots to get another ring. That's another reason why I'm against the New England Patriots. All right, this is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh.
Patriots.
Jeremy, quiet, I got to go. Have a great evening and enjoy your football.